Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Match 8 of 23 of the Mixed Worlds 2025 here at Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. This is Candlepin Bowling Network. My name's Greg Gouillart. I'm alongside Paul Grant. Hello.
Hello, Greg. Good morning. Good evening.
Hello, something or other.
Feels like evening still.
Yeah.
A lot worse tomorrow. There are 10 matches today. Welcome those watching from Canada and Newfoundland and all across the United States and around the world. Greg Packer in Australia as well. Furthest viewer. How you feeling, Greg?
Probably doing all right.
And not bad for 3 hours sleep, 4 hours the night before. It'll get better tomorrow, hopefully.
I think I got slightly more on my side, but all the same, everyone's pretty much in a similar predicament here. Whether they're resting, licking their wounds, or partying it up, or something in between, we're all here and ready to go. And so is Sarah Wright and Matt Rich. 5-on-5 team tournament, one string format, that's it.
2 points to win, 1 for a tie.
And it's these points that determine the standings. No playoffs, but a tie for first would result in a one-string showdown. Wright begins with a bundle of 5, and Matt Rich the outpost, and we're underway. If you're new to Candlepin Bowling, welcome, welcome especially to you. Great to see you. Plays the same as big ball bowling with the strikes and spares math, but it's tougher to get those. And 3 balls per frame, and any pins dropped on the plate. Stay on the plate, and can be used as live wood, but it didn't help Wright on that shot. Rich can't either. All notation you see on your screen is American Standard vertical notation, except for the center column where I've got headpin hits notated. You see Sarah Wright got a headpin hit, so you see it there. And she begins with a 10. And Rich, tough out on the third ball, but it's a good one, 9. 9s are fine in this game. How are you all doing out there in chat? Doing my best to keep on top of that as well. Great to see you all. I apologize, the stream quality wasn't... We were trying to up the stream quality, but it turned out to be a much more technical process than that. Maybe during the downtime if I want to gamble, but point being, my cameras are Ethernet connected, and I was trying to plug into their Ethernet, but apparently only 2 IP addresses don't agree. It's not a case of opposites attract, alas. 1-8-9 for Wright. That is a chance here with this wood. It is bridging the 8 and 9. Sometimes the camera will shake. We're just on the countertop. That's the way it is. That's a spare. Central Park Lanes may have the first mark, but Rich a chance to respond. He spares as well.
Great shot.
Matching marks in the second. And you see it there.
We'll go with some of the stats and bios throughout the match. One string match.
And I'll do my best to try and keep track of bowlers' averages from the previous day. Statistics are available on Candlepin Bowling Network Facebook and on the Boutwell's Bowling Center website.
Zorro time. Caitlin Zorro Zolko. Wonder where she got the nickname from. She doesn't even know who Zorro is. She strikes down the competition. She was number 1 seed in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class D in the conference. Got upset in the conference semifinals. But boy, what a year she had. Even winning a Pro Series this year. Her first.
Zolko spares. On the 1-2, Croto converts the spare as well.
Nice lady, Kayla Croto, sister of Josh Jelly's her brother. Mother's Mary Croto. Very fine lady.
Game of spares, it's as simple as that. This is actually a very good start for the bowlers we've seen already.
And she's engaged to Kevin Dietrich, the Cincinnati Fanatic Bengals fan. Kayla from Danvers, Massachusetts. Caitlin from Derry, New Hampshire, her whole life.
Thin on the headpin this time. Zolko gets a 5 fill. And Croto 7. Headpin's not everything in this game, but it helps more than not. On a bundle of 5, Zolko just off target, but tangled up that parallelogram. 9 down, 1 to go.
Your voice sounds like mine yesterday, Greg.
And it's a marathon, not a sprint, hey?
That's right.
Especially for these folks. 7 down, 16 to go in this round-robin format. Zolko 10. Maybe I'm in the sweet spot. One time I did a video game stream with COVID-19. It was a remote stream, mind you, but it worked out pretty well.
Next match, we got Canadian teams. JD Seamless Gutter Balls, tied for first. High Rollers, Hamwell Health and Wellness, our next match.
I'm shocked with everything Goon Squad had that they didn't have a better shake in the standings. They only had 1 victory yesterday despite a stacked team, including world's champions.
How about Drywall Concepts? Lost all 7 matches yesterday. That's unusual for them. They can bounce back in their cash column.
Underrated and overlooked is stacked with Gacharna siblings, all 4 of them, in fact. First, Chris Jones, who had a stellar day yesterday. We'll get to that in a second. 1-2 7 and 9. Garla 3 out.
The silent assassin, Chris Jones, the real Chris Jones. There is a Chris Jones in Merrimack Valley, or actually in New Hampshire.
It's his lifelong name, too.
I call him the other Chris Jones. The Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class F Northern Conference.
Third balls apiece. You see that yellow triangle, the yellow one. That's one mark hanging on each side from Rich and Wright. 8 box for Jones to start. And Carla Gacharna gets a 9.
Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Free to subscribe. It's in high definition. Like and follow us on Facebook as well. Our quest for 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Try and get to 4,700 plus by the end of the weekend. Do your part. Candlepin's number 4. Cancer.com. Tell your friends. Tell your family. We appreciate it.
Down the middle for Jones, spread eagle, +1, and a 3, 4, 6, 7 for Carla.
Just a correction. 2 teams only lost 1 match. Penny Lane, bottom shelf, High Rollers, Hamwell, team also 12 and 2. So there were 2 teams at 12 and 2. Extra Lanes 10 and 4. JD Seamless Gutter Balls. We'll see next 10 and 4. Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Mass. Stars and Strikes. South Paris, Maine 10 and 4. And the Window Source 10 and 4.
That's a fine 8 for Chris, all told. Carla takes 9 and picks a stick on it.
Bunch of 8 and 6 teams. New England number 8 right now. New England Flooring and Backsplash. Team Holbrook, surprise, 8 and 6. Narcones, Harry's All-Stars, Pub 125 Academy Lanes, Central Park Lanes here, underrated and overlooked here, all 8 and 6. At 6 and 8, Huff Power Sports after winning the first. 6 and 8 overall, Academy Lanes, 6 and 8, as is Skinner's Bowling Repair and Hammer Barn.
Tim Douglas had an exciting 24 box. In yesterday's match, the Central Park Lanes fell short.
Strong. Sorry, Greg.
In their match against Huff Power Sports, I hope I got that the right way around.
Stronger Together, Patriot Paving, 1-7-10 Hurricanes, all 4 and 10.
This is Lou Gacharna on the left of the diamond. Douglas can't send it over. Lou Gacharna, Fernando after him. Blanca not in this rotation, this match. But maybe substituted in later. Close on the diamond, not the back pin.
Goon Squad 2 and 12. Drywall Concepts 0 and 14, as well as Marquardt Ford of Western Mass. Marquardt Ford of Holyoke, Massachusetts. Always sponsoring the team.
Make sure. Oh, your knob's not all the way up. Sorry about that, Paul. Say something again, and I'll make sure the levels are right.
Something.
Something more.
This is Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube.
In your normal tone of voice, heavens.
This is Candlepin Bowling. High pressure.
They gave Tim 8 on that one. I'm not sure where my mind was at. But here we are. Crushed down, and he turns around before the 8-pin drops.
Tornado time.
Who's got a chance to respond with the 3-5-10? A higher quality upload will come later. With apologies, we couldn't get it this time around. Just wide on the 5-pin. So Central Park with the early advantage. With the anchor bowlers yet to go. That'll be Fernando Gacharna and Matt Nicholls. Justin Waters standing alongside. He's not in this match. He's got a 9 box. Yeah, that's right. Please like this video when you get a chance. Hit that thumbs up button if you're logged in. Helps other people see the video, and share the video. You can hit that little share button right below the video so that everyone's in the know. We are live here. Also, another stream available with Bob Lee and Kevin Burns over yonder on Facebook and YouTube, Candlepin Bowling Network.
Dan Castle, Drew Steele had some personal issues. Dan had a car issue, and Drew Steele's brother was hospitalized, I believe, so doing better. So I'm going to be able to make it this weekend. So you're stuck with us 4 between the 2 streams. Matt Buffalo Nicholls on the right gets a big strike. It's always called Buffalo. Plays with Glenn Gill at an arcade game at the casino. It says Buffalo when you win, real loud. And he likes Buffalo Wild Wings, so his nickname is Buffalo, and I did not give him that one, believe it or not. Top team scores yesterday. Extra Lane 632, JD Seamless Gutter Balls 617, the Narclones 612.
Nicholls begins with an 8 box. Fernando needs an out here. He's got 5 pins to get. Good third ball. That'll be 8 as well.
As far as the men's, the rockstar Aaron St. Cyr down the last match, I believe, 162. Clayton Matheson, 156. Calvin Locke and Chris Merrill, 153. But Chris Merrill, the triple strike. So I give him the nod, the tiebreaker. For the ladies, Tina Wood, a stunning 164. Jeanette Southall, 151. Madison River, 145. Top 3 high singles. High average for the ladies, Madison River, no surprise, 121. Mario Johnson, 112. Aaron Merrill or Aaron Needham, 111.
Bowlers looking to find the range here. Good morning to Rufus, Wendy, Wayne. Son and Mom Adventures. Yeah, interesting comment. Good morning, James. Surprised Candlepin is still around. I mean, in fairness, it's always been tough ever since it went off the air on TV, but we're here bringing tournaments that really no other shows dared to do. No one wanted to stick a camera back here and show Candlepin really in its arguably purest element in this team's competition, where the matches come fast and furious, and a lot of fun is had all around. Quick check at the scoreboard. 5 on 5. It's 96-96, but you see that extra mark. That's that extra yellow strike there in the 4th spot. That's Tim Douglas's name on that. So Central has the early advantage in this one-string showdown. Match 8 of 23 of the Mixed Worlds 2025 for Boutwells at Concord, New Hampshire.
Matt Rich in the right, Sarah Wright in the left, both on spares. Sarah 10, a spare, Rich 9 in the spare. Nice ball, but splits 3 and 1, 4 left, 3, 6, 10 right, 6 on the spare, 25 through 2 in this one-string match. Match 8 of 23, first of 10 today, 6 tomorrow morning starting 9 o'clock a.m. local time, 10 o'clock Atlantic, and of course in Newfoundland, 10:30. Oh, what a shot for Rich, hit it, wouldn't fall. Sarah 1-2-5, just missed number 1, not by much. Her fill was 7, 27 through 2 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Matt Rich, nice 10, really good guy. 35 through 3. Haven't covered him in quite a while. Good to see him back on the lanes. For the men's high average, with Aaron St. Cyr's 162 finish as Sarah Wright gets a 10, 37 through 3. Aaron St. Cyr, 133 average after day 1 of 7 strings. Aaron Fontaine, second at 128. Clayton Matheson with that 156 averages 127.
Oh. Come on. Thank you. There we go.
All right, Matt Rich, 4 and the 10. Sarah Wright sails right and gets 2, the 6 and 9. Oh, what a shot, he got it! How about that one, spare? 45 and a ball through 4 for Matt Rich. Sarah Wright wiggling 2 in the 8 and back. Trying to get to 47 through 4. Get Greg Gouillart on the technology, the background vocals, and the play-by-play every other box or so. Every 2 completed boxes, I should say. Sarah now wiggling 8 wants to go. That won't go. Tick-tock, 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 not having it. Speaking of TikTok, Tony Levesque, the Magic Man, his brother Jeff helping out today. Tony Levesque on YouTube, Tony Levesque on TikTok, the Magic Man. Wonder where he got that nickname from. All right, we didn't see him yesterday in our stream. First match yesterday, now their first match today. Caitlin Zora returns, on this time on lane 5. Spare 5, 10 star Kayla Croto hits the pocket, 9. Leads up to 3. She has spare 7 and a 7 to start. Zolko, beautiful ball. Flies over the bundle of 5. Leads up to 3 in the wiggling 5. Wood in between. She's out of Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire. Kayla for a spare. Yes! 34 and a ball through 3. Averaging 99, 100 her best year. Zolko, that won't go.
Probably needed to be more on the object pin there. Tough to say. It was a good effort.
The queen survives. The 5 for the ladies. I call it the queen pin for the ladies. If there's a king, there's got to be a queen. Pool sticks it for a 10. 35 through 3.
That's all the pins down for Caitlin Zolko through 3, and Candlepins for Cancer is paying out $100 to anybody who can maintain that pin perfection through all 10 boxes. A perfect game in Candlepin is all 10s or better. So if you get there, that's $100 bonus courtesy of Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity founded by Al Johnson.
Hall of Famer Al Johnson, 2023 class. With Tim Matero, Bob Wickham, Steve Reno Sr., and Harry Reno, and others. Zorro with the Greek Church. Kayla 3. Kayla's fill is 337 through 3.
Thanks in part to Candlepins for Cancer donating $1,000 to the prize fund as well. $1,000 from them. The grand prize is $12,000 to the winning team. Most points after the 23 matches.
Kayla missed right, 179. We promote tournaments to promote our charity, and we get the money back that way. And then some. We got a request from a Canadian Bowl yesterday, so $500 going out tomorrow. They'll make it $91,000, Greg. $91,000 paid out. And that's why I bug you about lemon drop shirts, koozies now, and towels. Help the cause. Kayla an 8. Caitlin a 9. Kayla 45. Caitlin 444, yeah. 44 through 4.
We're in Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. Yes, son and mom, so glad. I mean, Duckpin and Candlepin, I like the other small ball game as well. Candlepin, of course, has the uniqueness of being able to play the live wood, as you well know, I'm sure. And let me just flip this around to Carla and Chris. There we go. That's a crushing blow.
He's at the 6. She had 2 9s to start. Chris Jones, a pair of 8s. The Silent Assassin on the 2-8. Calvin Lockett, Canada, 123.13 average yesterday.
Yeah, gotta love the other small ball game as well. Duckpin bowling, a specialty of the Mid-Atlantic. There are a couple centers in Massachusetts and in the Philippines as well. So that's a multinational game as well.
Good bounce back by Jones. Carla missed that chance for the spare. And that is a Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third. First one today. Never a good time for that. 10. Carla with a K. 28 through 3.
Yeah. Thank you, Wendy and Randy as well.
Jones a 10. 26 through 3. Over 2,000 videos. Semi-pro to pro action. Something for everyone. Free always. Candlepin Bowling Network, your home for all things Candlepin Bowling. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends and family. Carla on the left side, 478, comes back for the 9, and then the 10. Diamond plus the 6 to the right. Jones hits the pocket, and it's check mark left. 5 middle, 2, 4, 7 left. It's amazing. I'm talking to these bowlers yesterday, and some of them have been bowling for decades, don't know the pin numbers still. That's why we mentioned the pin numbers.
Head pin in front, 2, 3 in the second row, 4, 5, 6 left, center, right on the third row, and 7 through 10 left to right across the back.
Say it 3 more times.
I would. Jones doesn't make it there. Head pin's number 1 in the front. That's what we're aiming for. 2 and 3 is the left and right pin on the second row. 4, 5, 6 on the third row, left, center, and right. And 7, 8, 9, 10 are the pins left to right on the back.
Carla Gacharna, 2 9s, 2 10s, 38 through 4. Great pinning. Jones gets a 9 in the object pin. The 4 leaves with the 7, a 9, 35 through 4. 163, 160, a field goal lead for underrated and overlooked.
Tim Douglas on that strike now. Underrated, overlooked, of slightest of advantages.
Gacharna pounds 8, make it 9, even better. The 4 got a breeze. Douglas for double, no. Thought he had it, wiggling 4 in the 10, wood in play to help.
Yep, Lou catches that break by getting that corner down. But that's in the channel, I'm afraid.
Tough break, not happy with that shot, 9. 3 9s, 27 through 3. Douglas got it, spare and strike. 28 through 2, 38 in the ball through 3. First of 10 matches today, 6 tomorrow, local time, 9 o'clock. No playoffs unless it's a tie. 2 tied for first right now.
I don't hit this replay button nearly enough, I'm realizing, but got to show that one at the very least.
Lou's father got him introduced in the game. almost 30 years ago. He's from Chelsea, Mass. His whole life. 110 average now, peak average 119 for a whole season.
And their parents are named Blanca and Fernando.
On the 2-8 there. On a spare 239 through 4. Douglas on a spare after a strike gets the 5-7-10, 45 through 3. Greg will be calling boxes 5 and 6 and 9 and 10. Lou a 6-pack. L-U, Lou.
As in Lewis, L-U-I-S. It's that little slip step as he steps up to the line is a very distinct feature of his bowling delivery as Tim Douglas inspects this wood.
It was a Pro Series title. It's the random 3-man team. Pro Series title with Justin Light, Ace, JT, and Hall of Famer Craig Holbrook. With his stats, could be in the Hall of Fame already 3, 4, or 5 times.
And that is on Candlepin Bowling Network, if I remember from Exeter Lanes.
Yes.
Whoa.
Douglas denied. Can't believe it didn't go. That would have been 3 in a row. Lou into darts, basketball, and gaming in Candlepin Bowling. He takes a 7 that time. After a spare 2. Actually, check that score. That's not right. I'm looking at the wrong score. Sorry, Lou did not get a spare 2. He had a 7, so 34 through 4. My mistake. They had the score.
We're correct.
Yeah, they had a spare 2 on the scoreboard there. I'm not used to looking at your screen, Greg. Sorry, I'm used to look at the home scoreboard. So they fixed that score correction. All right. That explains it. I don't feel so bad now.
Brand new graphic this time around, just changing it up a little bit. A lot of people wanted to see, the actual string progression, which, at long last, I figured out how mind-numbingly easy it is to do. As soon as I could figure out how to match IP addresses for my camera so we could get high quality now, we'd be set.
Anchors away, Fernando Gacharna, 2-1 split. Here's Matt Buffalo Nicholls splitting the 4 and the 10.
The wood in the middle is interesting. Gacharna's got wood on the side. Does anything pivot to the 7? Not there, it doesn't.
Fernando from Chelsea, Mass. His whole life, 110 average, 112 peak average. Matt could try. Fernando won the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Semi-Pro Division, now Class B, 3 years ago. And a thriller come from behind victory with 2 marks in the last 3 blocks to beat Danny Finn. A thrill is on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. He hits a 9, Nicholls a 10.
Keep an eye on that third ball. It can make a difference.
27 for Matt, 26 for Fernando.
6 of Central Park's 19 pins are from the actual pins knocked over. 6 more literal pins on the third ball. We call that the pinning. So that third ball, okay, a third of the game and a third of the lead right now for Central Park. Minus this bonus ball for underrated.
There's a beautiful ball. It's going to be 8, make it 9. 8 won't fall. Give it a shimmy.
Now Fernando gets that extra pin.
So we can take this one down. Nicholls goes right for 4.
Let's just assume Fernando Sr. willed that down.
And Nicholls whips to Timber Lane's Lucy's Pizza Bar, Abington, Mass. Home of the chocolate chip cookie pizza. A must-have. Over 20 years of Candlepin Bowling, his brother got him involved.
And you notice Fernando's conferencing on this one. He's worried about that front pin deflecting away. If you play it wrong, the ball is liable to deflect away and the pin go the wrong way.
I'm thinking tip left in that front wood because the wood behind is angled to that 8, so I'm going tip left. Worst case scenario, red line. It could go high, too.
Pretty straight delivery.
I was afraid of. He went for the skee ball shot instead, went for the 50 or 100. Nicholls too accurate, 2-4, 6-10.
So tough because the right to left delivery of Fernando is tough to access that backwood. Otherwise, that would be the trivial one. See, he's got it no problem that way.
And that's a Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third. 10, 36 through 4. Nicholls and 8, 35 through 4 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Next match, JD Seamless Gutter Balls and High Rollers / Hanwell Health and Wellness. Next match, Greg.
All right, so Central Park Lanes of East Boston, Massachusetts does have the early advantage right here. Team underrated, overlooked. A lot of Ryan family amusements, Millis pieces, and of course the Gacharnas also out of Central Park Lanes, incidentally. You see there, down 17, but plus a mark, which Matt Rich is about to fill. Standing opposite Sarah Wright. Marks are exactly even in this match, so in fact it is the pinning. That's playing a part here. Phil's as well. Sarah Wright gets the 5-8, and Rich will load up 7 on his. And once I do this, you can see it there. 7 fill, 52 through 4 from Matt Rich. Wright's problem with the 5-8 is this front wood. Same situation as Fernando. Likely to deflect away, and the ball does glance off it. Ball weighs less than the pins. Pins weigh 2.5 pounds. The balls and outs are 2 less, usually. They cannot weigh more. I believe that's the only version of bowling where that's true. 10-pin trivially so. Duck pin, it's true slightly more. The balls are a pound more there. Rich can't pick up a stick here, so it's 8 aside. Texas 9-pin uses 10-pin bowling balls, incidentally. European 9-pin, I think the ball outweighs the pins, but I'm not as sure. Canadian 5-pin, I'm not as sure at all. Pull up some stats here. I meant to do that earlier. There we go. Sarah Wright had a 97 average yesterday. Matt Rich, team underrated and overlooked. Where are you? There you. Close on that second ball. Sarah leaves the 5 and 7 standing. Matt will need a third ball. Matt Rich is on the substitute.
Hey, Greg, later on today, we're going to have a special presentation from Steve Reno, Senior Candlepin Hall of Famer, and Brian Fournier. More on that later on today. Supporting Candlepins for Cancer. Very touching.
And I can't find Matt's statistics easily for some reason.
I got Matt's here.
But it's a 9 versus 8 from yesterday. I was hoping for. But still, that helps.
I can look it up here, I think. Let's see.
No worries. Just like that, 2 boxes. And we're on to Kayla Croto and Caitlin Zolko. Might as well just rattle off what I have here. Lynn Duval at a 104 average, Matt Nicholls a 113 average, Tim Douglas 118 average, and Justin Waters 107 average. Zolko got her head pin on the first ball at the 3, 6, and 7. Slicing shot across in front of the 7. A go. Just somehow a smidge too full in that 3. Central still holding on to the advantage, but still plenty of time for underrated overlooked to make that up. That's fair, but the ball deflects away, so 9 for Caitlin Zolko and a 53 half. Croto wanted a few more pins out of that, but Kayla's going to take a 6, and she's got a not too shabby 51 half herself. For underrated overlook, the 5 I see here, Mike Erickson at a 105 average. Kayla 92 average, so she's on pace for much better here. Blanca 98 average. Chris Parkinson a 118 average. Not in this rotation this time around. And Fernando Gacharna 117 average in his 4 strings he played. I like Croto's leave better on this one. She's got a bundle of 4 here. The 1, 3, 6, and 9. Can't bury it in there. Central Park Lanes is currently 8 and 6. That is to say 4 and 3 in terms of actual matches won and lost. Underrated overlooked is the same. 10 versus 8. Caitlin Zolko picks up 2 more. And it's on to Carla Gacharna and Chris Jones. Both have been going well here. Chris Jones, I think, had a high average at one point. I'm trying to work out where he is in the standings here. He starts with a 2-4-6-10 split. Carla Gacharna smashes another 9 drop and has a plank in front of the 4 pin. second time she's done that in the string. Jones slicing across, good spare. Jones picks it up, 45 in the ball. And Carla's got hers. She did all the hard work on the first ball. Only one replay to show. I swear it's not going to be just the men whose replays I show if I can help it. And that 2-4-6-10 was worthy of another look. Jones on his head pin, mashed in, and now he's got the 4-pin, never mind. Strike on spare for Central Park Lanes. Carla does well on the head pin, but only gets 5. Carla Gacharna is having a above average string here. Off target on that one. Wow, Chris Jones threw 386 for 3. That is to say a 128 average. Good grief. I'm just reading the figures on my screen. I cannot believe it either. It is. That's how well Chris Jones did in action yesterday. Over to Lou Gacharna and Tim Douglas. Except I see Chris about to warm up here. He's going in as a substitute.